Hey everyone, welcome back to Summary Central, where we turn the world's best books into real-world power moves you can actually use. Today, we're climbing something bigger than Everest, the mountain inside your mind. The book is The Mountain Is You by Brianna Wiest, and it's all about transforming self-sabotage into self-mastery. If you've ever been halfway to a goal and suddenly lost all motivation, if you've quit things you actually wanted, or if you've caught yourself thinking, why do I keep doing this? This episode is going to hit home. Because Wiest argues you're not broken, lazy, or cursed, you're just protecting yourself the wrong way. By the end, you'll understand how to stop standing in your own way, build the emotional muscle to grow, and turn every obstacle into fuel. So grab your metaphorical hiking boots and let's start climbing, one honest, uncomfortable, powerful step at a time. Section 1, The Real Enemy Isn't Out There Wiest, starts with a hard truth. Life isn't happening to you, it's responding to you. The mountain isn't the job, the breakup, the economy, or your parents. The mountain is every fear, defense, and comfort zone inside you that resists change. Most people chase new jobs, partners, or cities thinking the view will change if they switch mountains, but they carry the same mental weather everywhere they go. The real climb begins when you stop running from discomfort and start understanding it. Every time you feel stuck, you're looking at a mirror disguised as a wall. Implementation steps. 1. Flip the blame. The next time something frustrates you, instead of asking, why is this happening to me? Ask, what part of me keeps creating this? 2. Trace the emotion. When you're triggered, pause before reacting. The emotion is a compass pointing toward what needs healing. 3. Shift from escape to curiosity. Growth isn't about running faster, it's about finally turning around. You don't conquer your mountain by force, you conquer it by understanding why you built it. Section 2. Self-sabotage is misplaced protection. Here's the twist. Self-sabotage isn't self-destruction, it's self-defense. Your subconscious has one job: keep you safe. And it defines safe as familiar. So when you aim for something new, love, money, success, your brain flags it as a potential threat. It whispers, let's stay small. Let's not risk rejection. Let's not stand out. That's not weakness. That's programming. Every procrastination, every impulsive decision, every over-apology is your nervous system trying to protect you from an outdated fear. The problem? What kept you safe then is now keeping you stuck. Implementation steps. 1. Decode the pattern. Ask, what bad outcome am I trying to avoid? It's usually rejection, failure, or loss of control. 2. Rewire the definition of safety. Write down what safe means today, not what it meant when you were hurt. 3. Practice safe risk. Take one small action that contradicts the fear but doesn't overwhelm you. Build new evidence that growth won't kill you. Every time you override that old safety script, your brain learns a new rule. Progress is not danger. Section 3. Emotional intelligence. Strength training for the mind. You can't climb a mountain with emotional spaghetti legs. Emotional intelligence, the ability to recognize and manage feelings, is the muscle that holds everything together. People think emotions are enemies of logic, but Wiest says they're just data. They tell you what matters, what hurts, and what's unresolved. Ignoring them is like ignoring your GPS because you don't like the voice. Emotionally intelligent people don't avoid feelings, they interpret them. They ask, what is this emotion trying to teach me? Instead of, how do I get rid of it? Implementation steps. 1. Label the feeling. Give it a name. I'm anxious. I'm jealous. Naming separates you from the storm. 2. Find the message. Anger may signal a boundary, sadness a loss, anxiety a gap between where you are and where you need to be. 3. Translate into action. Once you know the lesson, do something. Adjust the boundary. Grieve properly. Make a plan. Emotional intelligence doesn't make life easier, it makes you stronger. The mountain doesn't shrink, you just climb with better footing. Section 4. Patterns, the loops that keep you grounded. If life keeps putting you in the same situation, that's not bad luck. It's a syllabus. Wiest says the universe repeats lessons until you learn them. Maybe you keep dating the same type, starting projects you never finish, or quitting right before success. That repetition isn't coincidence. It's your subconscious reenacting familiar pain because it hasn't resolved it yet. Your nervous system is trying to finish the story. It keeps recreating the same emotional movie, hoping you'll finally write a different ending. Implementation steps. 1. Identify your reruns. List the last 3 déjà vu moments in your life, similar conflicts, outcomes, or emotions. 2. Spot the hidden payoff. Even misery offers comfort, predictability, attention, validation. 3. Write a new script. Decide what a healthy response would look like next time and rehearse it mentally. Once you respond differently, the pattern has no reason to replay. That's the moment your mountain starts eroding under your feet. Section 5. Identity. The mountain moves when you do. Here's the real shocker Brianna Wiest throws at you. You can't change your life until you change your identity. Most people try to fix their behavior while keeping their self-image the same. They say things like, I'm just not a morning person, or I've always been bad with money, or I can't handle confrontation. That identity, that internal script, is the invisible mountain holding them in place. The mind doesn't like contradictions. If your subconscious believes you're someone who always fails, then even when you start winning, it'll quietly sabotage the process to realign with that belief. That's why willpower fades and self-improvement burns out. You're climbing in the wrong direction, trying to fix symptoms while protecting the old identity. The secret is to build a new self-image that matches the life you want, not the life you survived. Implementation steps. 1. Name your current identity. Write down the story you tell yourself about who you are, the good, the bad, the that's just how I am. 2. Spot the contradiction. Find one belief that no longer fits your goals. Example, I want to be successful versus I'm scared people will hate me if I succeed. 3. Rehearse the new identity. Don't fake it till you make it. Act like the person who already has what you want. The brain rewires through repetition, not permission. Catch the conflict. Every time you feel resistance, that's the old identity fighting for survival. Smile. It means growth is working. Your life expands at the speed of your self-concept. If you want the mountain to move, you have to stop being the climber who keeps rebuilding it. Section 6. Control is fear in fancy clothing. We all love the illusion of control. Schedules, plans, lists, they make us feel like chaos can't touch us. But Wiest calls this what it is, a security blanket for people who don't trust themselves. True control doesn't come from micromanaging every outcome. It comes from knowing that whatever happens, you'll handle it. When you overplan, overanalyze, or overthink, you're not being careful, you're being scared. The irony, the tighter you grip, the more you lose balance. Wiest explains that life doesn't reward those who predict everything. It rewards those who can adapt. The mountain won't obey your itinerary. It's changing weather, falling rocks, and random detours. And your job is to keep climbing anyway. Implementation steps. 1. Audit your control habits. Notice where you overplan, over-explain, or overpromise to feel safe. 2. Shift from control to confidence. Replace "I must manage everything" with "I'll handle whatever comes." 3. Run small uncertainty drills. Take 1 day a week to leave something unplanned. No calendar, no list. The world won't collapse, but your nervous system will relax. 4. Celebrate chaos. Every time something goes off script and you survive, that's a rep in your emotional gym. When you release control, you stop climbing with fear and start climbing with trust. And that's when altitude becomes effortless. Section 7. The Alchemy of Pain. Wiest's message is simple. Pain is not punishment. It's information. Most people spend their lives running from it, numbing it, or pretending it doesn't exist. But pain is your body's emergency flare. It's saying, something here needs your attention. When you stop avoiding pain and start listening to it, it becomes fuel. That's the moment when suffering turns into power. Think about it. Every major transformation starts with discomfort. Workouts, therapy, entrepreneurship, growth. Pain isn't the enemy. Resistance is. Implementation steps. 1. Sit with it. When you're hurting, don't rush to distract yourself. Ask, what is this trying to teach me? 2. Extract the lesson. Every painful event has a core truth, maybe a boundary you ignored or a dream you abandoned. 3. Transmute it. Write that truth into an action step. Example, I felt rejected becomes, I'll practice self-validation instead of begging for approval. 4. Repeat until immune. The more you turn pain into purpose, the less fear it holds. Wiest calls this emotional alchemy, turning lead into gold, wounds into wisdom. Your scars aren't proof you were broken. They're proof you healed stronger than before. Section 8. Forgiveness, the final hurdle before the peak. Forgiveness isn't about letting others off the hook. It's about freeing yourself from carrying the rope. Wiest says most people think anger keeps them strong, but resentment is just emotional debt. It costs energy every day you hold it. Forgiveness doesn't erase what happened. It stops it from happening again inside your head. You forgive not because they deserve peace, but because you do. Implementation steps. 1. Separate accountability from attachment. You can still acknowledge someone's wrongdoing while refusing to let it define you. 2. Write a closure letter. You don't have to send it. Just express what you wish they'd said or what you need to release. 3. Forgive yourself first. Guilt and shame are the mind's way of replaying regret. Learn the lesson and drop the replay button. 4. Replace blame with gratitude. Say, this hurt taught me boundaries. That flips victimhood into empowerment. Forgiveness isn't the summit. It's the oxygen that lets you breathe once you're there. Section 9, the summit becoming the mountain. By the final stretch, Wiest flips the metaphor. The goal isn't to conquer the mountain, it's to become it. When you integrate every lesson, when you stop fighting your emotions and start using them, you realize the climb was never about reaching the top. It was about realizing you were the landscape all along. Self-sabotage turns into self-trust. Pain becomes wisdom. Fear becomes curiosity. That's when the mountain stops being your enemy. It becomes your power source. Implementation steps. 1. Live from alignment. Every decision should match both your values and your future self. 2. Embrace the climb. Peaks are temporary, but growth is forever. 3. Share your trail map. Teach others what you learned. That's how you anchor your transformation. When you become the mountain, you don't fear obstacles anymore. You are the terrain others climb to find themselves. Section 10. The Power of Self-Trust. Wiest says transformation doesn't start with motivation. It starts with self-trust. Because if you don't trust yourself, you'll sabotage even the best plan. Think about it. You can't build confidence by keeping promises to everyone except you. When you say you'll wake up early, start a project, or walk away from something toxic, and then don't follow through, you're teaching your subconscious that your word means nothing. Self-trust isn't built by perfection. It's built by consistency. Tiny wins, repeated. The goal is to make your inner voice your ally instead of your accuser. Implementation steps. 1. Shrink your promises. Don't vow to change your life overnight. Promise something you can absolutely keep, like a 10-minute habit or a small boundary. 2. Track integrity, not intensity. A slow, reliable climb beats one dramatic leap followed by burnout. 3. Keep commitments sacred. If you said you'd do it, treat it like a meeting with your future self, because that's exactly what it is. When you trust yourself, fear loses leverage. You no longer ask, "Can I handle it?" You say, "I'll figure it out." Section 11. Resilience, bouncing forward, not back. Most people define resilience as the ability to bounce back. Wiest challenges that idea. Why go back to where you were before the storm? The goal isn't to bounce back, it's to bounce forward. Resilience is what happens when you stop expecting life to be easy and start getting excited about being strong. It's not avoiding stress, but adapting to it, learning through it, and letting it make you sharper. When things go wrong, and they always will, you get to choose. Will this break me or build me? Implementation steps. 1. Build your recovery rituals. Sleep, movement, journaling, anything that recharges your system so setbacks don't become shutdowns. 2. Reframe failure. Every loss contains a skill, a redirection, or a character upgrade. Find it. 3. Practice anti-fragility. When something shakes you, ask, how can I use this to get better? That's how muscle, physical or emotional, grows. Resilience isn't about being unbreakable. It's about being unstoppable because breaking no longer scares you. Section 12. Purpose. The view from the top. Wiest ends on the note that gives this book its power. Purpose. The real reason you climb the mountain isn't to fix yourself. It's to find out who you become in the process. Every setback, heartbreak, and false start wasn't wasted time. It was training. The moments you thought were breaking you were actually shaping the version of you who could handle everything you asked for. Purpose doesn't drop out of the sky. You discover it by walking through pain with your eyes open. Implementation steps. 1. Ask the right question. Instead of what should I do with my life, ask what feels meaningful right now. Purpose grows through action, not epiphany. 2. Connect dots backward. Review old struggles. What strengths did they teach you? What skills did they build? That's the fingerprint of your purpose. 3. Stay in motion. Purpose isn't a finish line, it's momentum. Keep moving toward what expands you. You don't find your mountain's meaning at the summit. You find it in every step that hurt but didn't stop you. Section 13, Integration, Living as the Mountain. By now, Wiest's message is clear. You can't just read about transformation. You have to live it. Becoming the mountain means embodying everything you've learned: discipline, emotional intelligence, forgiveness, resilience, and trust. When you integrate it, you stop needing to constantly fix yourself. You move from self-improvement to self-alignment. You start making decisions not from fear, but from clarity. Not because you're chasing validation, but because you finally believe you deserve peace. And that's when life opens up. Not because it's suddenly easy, but because you finally are. Implementation steps. 1. Simplify your rules. If it drains you, distracts you, or diminishes you, it's not part of the climb anymore. 2. Check alignment daily. Does this action move me closer to who I want to be? 3. Keep growing, but gently. The mountain never stops forming, and neither should you. Outro: The mountain was never in your way. So, That's the Mountain Is You, a book that reminds us that every obstacle is really a reflection, and every failure is a chance to rise a little higher. The mountain was never blocking you, it was building you. And the moment you stop seeing challenges as punishment, you start seeing them as invitations to evolve. If this breakdown helped you see your own patterns in a new light, drop a like. It helps other climbers find their way here. And if you want quicker takeaways, check out the 15-minute and 5-minute versions linked below. Remember, the path isn't outside you, it is you. And every step you take toward understanding yourself is another step toward the summit. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next climb right here on Summary Central.